So he getting out. They let him out. Let's see what they say. Appreciate the follow too, Lex Dave Play. We see you out there, gang. Whoever you are. Shout out to Uzi.
Karmelo, why were you armed at school? Explain your self-defense. How is this self-defense?
Yo, that's still pressure for a kid. And the pressure gonna grow even more. A lot of people about to come into his life. You know, like ambulance chasers, the Al Sharptons of the world, the Dr. Umars of the world. And he might really feel like, yo, I might have been getting bullied, whatever. But whatever his feelings is, it's going to be a whole wave of shit that's going to be pushing on them. People with their narratives. And what I be saying about that, what is a narrative? Some shit people created. What is society? A bunch of people. We can change whatever we feel like changing. But as humans, it's hard to change shit as black and white. I'm not about to contradict myself. Rap artists, millionaire hip-hop artists, and gangs is doing way more damage than anybody on the right wing, any of that. And I would venture to say, if y'all need conspiracy, because sometimes it feel like as black people, we need a conspiracy. Everything is against us. It ain't us. It's things from 400 years ago. The issue is really, it's not us, it's that black men want to deal with white women or black women want to deal with white men. This nigga like Dr. Umar try to tell you some shit like that. Why he getting the bag at the Drewski show. Telling Drewski the girl for him is Meatball. You only see one way out. I was coming up with a quote, and I was kind of telling Mickey, and I was like, yo, it's like groups of people was walking up, and it's two groups. Both groups are enraged, but both groups we define as a color, purple and orange. You come in wearing a color already, and walking right to your side and just throwing your hand in the air, as opposed to just looking at it like, hey, this might be common human fuckery.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
How old is that young man? Yo, you know how old he was? If you're on this chat right now, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, if wherever you see, how old was this young man? He was not you, Lex. I'm talking about the kid right here that stabbed the young man. How old was both of them? 17? Metcalf. Hey, Metcalf, at 18 years old, anybody who been watching me long enough knows this. At 18 years old, what did I go to prison for? Gang banging? No, I ain't go to prison for that, but I was in the gang. Very popular gang. Everybody is aware of this gang, right? Every time I see people online going crazy about white people, he said this online, they doing this, I be like, and a bunch of my friends and the people I was coming up with on all sides, we was out there unaliving the shit out of each other. Woo wee. That's what we like to do. Baby. We was out there unaliving the shit out of each other. Cause it felt good. Well, at least we thought. But sometimes hating yourself, doing that self-damage to yourself, don't that shit kind of feel good? Some people like, nah, hell no, but what are you talking about? You got to open your mind. There's more than one way to get to 7. You ain't always got to be 3 and 4, right? When you a mother, black mother, white mother, whatever kind of mother, and you ain't got enough to do the things you want to do and the things you should do for your child. Yeah, it feel good when you go get prettied up, when you get your hair done, when you get your nails done. I know, it feel good. When you gangbanging, you getting a reputation and you feeling accepted in the streets. It feel good. And when they lock you up and give you a whole bunch of time and you ain't gonna come home till you an old man. Felt good to leave your kids too, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Where them stepdads at? Step it up. Where them stepdads at? Some of you niggas sinister. Some of you niggas don't want your baby mama to fuck with nobody the whole time. Hey, I got 20 years. You can't have sex neither.
You tell me. Good. Peanut butter jelly. Good. Peanut butter jelly.
Look what she did to you.
The lady of my dreams.
Look what she did to you. You don't even give no fuck about them kids, right? But as kids, when you ain't got the proper guidance, and I was talking to Megkid about it. Been times even when Megkid was on the stream, be times I'd be like, "How about with your kid?" She'd be like, "Oh, now my kid went." Well, look, this how you figure out if you going down the right track. You say, "Well, hey, I was around with my kid. You know, you've been around the whole time, so I seen the kind of hands-on activity. I seen how we handled this, how we did this, and what happened." Did your kid get into issues at school before, feel like they was getting bullied and handle it differently? Did your kid grow and mature? Did your kid? So sometimes, like, the parents might be financially together, but they don't know how to nurture and cultivate and guide. You know what you need to have your finances together? A career. I know careers start with a C, but career and character is different things. That's real. I think that, like, and let me tell you, I think we gotta find ways to, like, avoid social media being able to have a hand in some of these cases, right? Like, I think that if you ask most people, they'll tell you that Puffy might not be as guilty as a lot of people think. Yeah, I mean, who ain't do some things, right? Especially people in power. Who might not manipulate people or bend people to their will. But we put where's we putting Puff at as far as like sinister evil levels? But at the same time, most people, remember, it's more than one way to get to 7. Most people will be like, yeah, they'll be like, yeah, nah, I don't really think so. But do the same people see that the way they carry the Puff topic might make him look guiltier? And this ain't you making somebody look guiltier and they ain't in a bad position. It don't feel that good when it's real consequences and repercussions hanging over your head and motherfuckers is creating narratives because they dumb or because they evil. Or because it makes them feel good to ignore pain and damage and anguish and all that other shit. A rapper can't be my, like, leader. I don't care how good your song was and how heartfelt it was. You gotta lead me by action. I don't believe in that do as I say. Don't worry about what you see. What? You said they gotta... I already caught that. So the judge that let him go, it's probably some right-wing or white supremacist guys out there that's upset with the judge for letting him go. Is that what you're saying? Hey, yo. And imagine that they might feel like that A, because they don't got no information and no facts on it and they just feel like that, or B, because somebody sitting somewhere like, no matter what, a black man should never touch or kill a white man. And most black people be like, that's crazy. But most black people I know, if it's any incident with a black person, a white person, be like, yeah, oh, that's crazy. But both that white person and that black person is both getting the 7 just one way. They can't see another way of getting the 7. They can't see each other. They have ways of identifying species, gang. I try to tell y'all, bro. Like, if you want to know how important black and white is, if you want to know how important it is to be white or how important it is to be black, Google Isaiah Hawkinstein. Nah, we the same thing. The same exact thing. When we think something is the same because they look similar and they're not the same, you know what happens if they somehow mate? They child can't have a baby. That ain't the same thing. I don't know why y'all did that. But us, humans, we are the same exact thing. And I'll be incredibly honest with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, right? The same way in them projects and in them black hoods where we kill each other up, they do the same thing in the trailer parks where the crystal meth at or where they low, like, the same way the black gangs attack each other in prisons, the same way the white gangs attack each other in prisons, the same way the Mexican gangs attack each other in prison. But nobody calls each other out on shit. And you don't get no progress that way. You just don't. It's never comfortable that way. And social media is making it 100 times worse. And that's growing 100 times per day. You know how hard it is to get justice if we gonna puff daddy every case? Yo, on the Dude Flacco channel today, he was talking about a narrative that a dude was spinning, right? With the what they calling it, the podcast Rico case or whatever, with Big U and them. And a dude came up with a whole narrative about how Big U unalived the young man because he found out the young man was gay and dealing with his son and did. And I'm like, whoa. Like, and he felt like he was going along a good line. He was like, yo, they said son wore some chain. Who comfortable enough to wear somebody's chain? And I'm like, I start thinking the dude was gay. He don't know how important it be to people that don't really be having much to try to stunt to look good. Why? Like, you having a hard time getting to 7? You ain't seen niggas die over chains? Yo, I hated it. In my mind, I'm like, this nigga done erased the fact that he done seen niggas dying over chains for years to say that, no, that mean the person was gay? And now, say everybody take on that narrative. Here my dumb ass come along to be like, hey, ain't we seen people die over chains? And my own people attack me. And I understand why my own people attack me. Because if I go outside and I kill my own people, they might go on social media and say, free me. I get it. I just ain't with it. I don't gotta be with it. I ain't accepted nowhere. I ain't trying to join the gang or group right now. I'm a part of the Boo and now my own group. I want to be in my own cult. I think you should let me lead you. I'm fair as a square. All the sizes equal, gang. You're looking for somebody dumb, broke, ain't got much go. Why not me? I fit the criteria. I ain't said nothing wrong yet. Whether you white or black, the only way you upset with me right now is if you either evil, dumb, or ignorant. I don't need that group. They ain't never going to be supportive to me. I need to get away from that group. We need our own group. Most people think like that, the majority of us. Even the ones that's dumb, ignorant, and evil. They just think of it towards themselves or a small group. But when something happened to them or that small group, you know what they do? Same do F12, but then Something happened to them in that small group. You know what they do? Let me call 12 up real quick. 12? How come nobody never say nothing about that? How come it ain't snitching if somebody break in your house and you file a police report? Now you'll start an investigation, nigga. They in there looking for fingerprints. Nobody don't give a fuck that they done came in here and broke up all the pictures of your family members that passed away that you ain't care about and y'all treat like shit anyway.